From roughly 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day, the doorway to an incredible world opens up, allowing you the chance to buy almost anything and everything you could ever hope to get. In the 20th century, was there any place more important than the mall? Although revved up international communication, shipping, and advertising set the foundation for malls to thrive, the idea behind various shops clustered together for consumer convenience wasn't a new concept. Marketplaces have been around since human cities began. Ancient Rome and Istanbul notably contain some of the world's earliest documented supercenters for blowing cash at many small spaces in record amounts of time. Apparently, we've been inspired ever since. Is it possible that those shopaholic dopamine highs, the ones that chased away desolate moods and struggling economies, save civilization time and time again? Well, duh, obviously.
Any experienced treasure hunter can tell you. It's the little out-of-the-way places where you find the real treasures. Perhaps that's why the Jewel Box in the Mid-City Mall has so many loyal customers. The Jewel Box isn't big and fancy like those jewelry stores in the big suburban malls, but the treasures you'll find there are truly unique.
Impulsively buying new stuff is fun, so it's not difficult to understand the appeal of shopping malls. Shiny surfaces as far as the eye can see, surprises around every corner, flattering lighting on questionably priced merchandise. If you're not purchasing at the moment, you're at least spending hours browsing. Plus, there are the food courts enabling you with delicious junk to enjoy right now since your new diet starts on Monday. So go ahead and treat yourself just one more time. When you need gifts for any and every occasion, cheap, expensive, and everything in between, you know which parking lot to pull into. Your only restraints, in the middle of all this splendor, are a finite amount of cash, limited credit, and the possibility of having to make tough decisions.
I've invited a series of guests to help me tell you the stories of those decisions. Let's start with one I know really well, Mall of America. Mall of America is one of the country's top tourist destinations. About 40 million people come through the doors every year to visit over 500 stores, restaurants, and attractions. The mall pioneered the idea of a mall incorporating restaurants and uses like an amusement park, aquarium, Lego exhibit, transit station, hotels, and offices.
But malls provided something free of charge for communities, which was an entire culture centered on its existence as a superficial, colorful distraction for everyone. If you didn't know what to do with your family to get them out of the house and out of your hair, you took them to retail utopia to burn off energy and disposable income.
Coming here to the mall is an experience. It's a gathering with friends and family that you can't have by sitting at home in front of a computer by yourself.
The same goes for kids when meeting up with friends. What place could be better suited for showing off and causing mayhem?
At your nearby KB Toy Store, you'll have a great time because there are so many exciting toys, games, and model kits for you to see. KB Toy Stores, where it's fun to shop.
If there's a hole in your life, in whatever capacity, just go and buy yourself new shoes or a new Christmas tchotchke to drop on your mantle. How about a trendy outfit for an entirely restyled you? Make sure that you get that name brand jacket and expensive pair of jeans so that you can be seen wearing them when you go back to the mall.
Cerrucci, hug me, Cerrucci, love me, Cerrucci, you got me, Cerrucci, Cerrucci. Designer style that fits so good, makes you look the way you should, Cerrucci. Hug me, Cerrucci, love me, Cerrucci, you got me, Cerrucci, Cerrucci.
Available at fine stores everywhere.
No two malls are exactly the same, so you can never be completely sure what you're getting yourself into. Some have movie theaters attached to them, but some don't. Some feature arcades and playscapes, while other ones are minimalist, high-end in concept, and more quote-unquote elegant. No matter what the instantly outdated layout may be, the temptation to urgently shell out money that you shouldn't be spending must be a part of the equation, or the entire point collapses.
Saturday only at the Bon Marché. Save 20, 30, 40%. One day only at the Bon Marché. You know the savings are great in every department. One day only at the Bon Marché. Day-o, one day sale.
Because things are constantly in flux, the golden era of lucite display cases inevitably hit some speed bumps. The idea that we were all protected inside a bubble of perpetually upward consumerist mobility was put firmly in check by increasingly globalized marketplaces, short recessions, great recessions, online ordering, and revised social structures, along with the resulting effects on spending power. When these realities were considered, not only did it shock our wallets, but it dimmed the lights on expectations. Pricey entertainment systems and designer t-shirts, for most people, would have to be put off beyond an immediate tomorrow. Even though shopping malls get hit by changing realities, the internet hasn't completely destroyed everything. Last-minute and emergency purchases will, thankfully, always be first-world concerns. And if you've ever been surprised by a web store bargain, you know that buying items in person can sometimes be a preferable option. Malls surviving through the 21st century will be dealing with different factors compared to the decades before the year 2000. As times continue to change, and they will, businesses have to adjust accordingly. Unprecedented purchasing models and new ways to socially interact will continue to interrupt the established ways of operating, but the chance of malls disappearing altogether is unlikely. That being said, the opportunity to shop till you drop should never be taken for granted.